YouTube? Komodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic in the Town. Now today we are back at the truck stop. I have not moved it over to the normal town map yet because I do want to add some facilities to it. But if you haven't seen this truck stop, I have an episode on it. I'll have it linked in the description. But today is going to be a little bit of an old school episode. Today is a vehicle build. I haven't added any buildings to it yet. I just wanted to do another Scrap Mechanic really. I wanted to do something where it's like, alright, I'm going to create a vehicle, we're going to create some accessories for it, and put them up to download on the workshop. So, if you're going to ask where my other game series are as far as My Summer Car and Brick Rigs, they are not, I didn't do them this week, they are coming back next week. I was just really uninspired. I tried to record a My Summer Car and it turned into an absolute disaster and a headache, and then once I jumped over to Brick Rigs, I was just really uninspired. I didn't really want to play it. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do in it. So those will return. I just taken a little bit of a break. So I figured you guys, you know what? You guys always like Scrap Mechanics, so let's go ahead and build some more in it. So we've got a new truck. We've got 3 new trailers. One actually looks like the old box trailer, but I've actually modified it and now it works with the trucks. So we've got all this to go over. Now, if you are enjoying Scrap Mechanic, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It helps out my channel a whole lot. And one more thing I want to announce, and I'm really happy about this. There was recently a hot fix in Scrap Mechanic that has fixed my workshop. I can finally upload for you guys. I had been using Mr. Non-Newtonian to upload to his workshop and then transfer it over to mine or share it, which has been, it's been okay. It's sometimes I couldn't get stuff up immediately, and I want to thank him for doing that. That's awesome that he did that for me. But now you will be getting these items the day of the episode. So if you want to download anything you see in this episode, just go to the link below in the workshop and you can download it and play with it. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump on to the first creation that I've done here. This is another truck. Now, if you recall the truck stop episode a couple days ago, I'm kind of confused by what day it is. It's been a real hectic day. The blue one back there, it's really good. I still need to modify it a bit, but I've made one that I like a little bit better. This one actually turns. The blue one was a bit of a beast as far as turning. It didn't like to do it. It fought back a lot. I had some suspension troubles, but we've gotten most of that fixed here. Now this kind of looks like, and I don't want to say it is I think it's called a Lone Star International. It's these really fancy looking trucks. They look like the Cadillac of trucks. Like at first when I saw it, I was like, that looks like a Cadillac grill. It is an amazing truck. Like I was looking at pictures of it. I'll probably flash one up on screen. Now this was what I was going for at first, and it kind of transformed into something else. Kind of just looks like a mean truck now with the big grill on it. It's really aggressive. It kind of pokes out at you, and you've got all these aggressive curves here on the front. I really like the way this came out. So what turned into, oh, I'm gonna build like a luxurious truck, kind of turned into, we've got this mean looking truck. It's got it's almost like a flat black on it. I kind of wish you could adjust that. I'd like to make it a little bit more flatter and less polished looking, but I love the way this thing looks, and it actually functions a lot better than my other truck. So you've got this, we're running off pretty much the same setup as far as the engine. The suspension is a little bit different. I was sent a truck a couple weeks ago that had a pretty compact suspension, and I actually used that. So it's a suspension piece that comes down and the bars go up for the steering. It's a little less complicated than what I normally do, but it's actually really good. So let's go ahead and pop this open. This one, of course, does have a sleeper in it too. Normally to get into the sleeper, you need to hop into the driver's seat and hop over. There we go, and I leave just enough room on the roof here so you can walk around on the inside. So yeah, you've got a TV back here, you've got a little poster or a sign, radio, he's got his boots off over here, and you've got a little bed here in the back. Now, at first, I was like, maybe I should put the actual bed that they use in the game in here, but it's a little too big, and the whole fact the character doesn't even interact with it, so I'm kind of like, what's the point? Let's go ahead and make our own little skinny bed in here. So you got that. This one's got more lights than the other truck. I finally put some of those orange lights that you normally see on the side as they come down the road. Sometimes these things are lit up like Christmas trees. It's actually quite amazing looking. So as far as the controls, now I've got trailers that go along with this, and we'll interact with those here in a second, but as far as controls on this, you've got the one key which opens the hood. I love that these do this. These are actually kind of a pain to do though, because you have to be really careful where you connect these blocks, because if you connect the wrong block to the other block, this thing no longer opens, and you have to go through a troubleshooting step of deleting stuff to see, okay, how can I get the hood to open back up? So you've got that. 2's the doors, 3 are the lights, which look awesome. I love the lights in the game now. And you've got the orange lights on the side, you get the front lights, and 4 is your horn. So that's an aggressive horn setup. But yeah, we can drive this thing around. I did leave a lot more room in the fender this time for the wheels to turn, so it doesn't have nearly as much problem turning. Actually, you know, I might need to turn the engines up. Takes a little bit to get going here, but we have plenty of engine power left because we're gonna need it. We've got some awesome trailers here. 2 of them are fairly similar. We just loaded them down with some of the old town items. And then we have another box trailer that you saw from the last episode, but I actually didn't interact with because it wasn't working quite how I wanted it. Now, to load up trailers, what we're doing here, we're actually welding. I've got a system that works that you don't have to weld, but it lags like crazy. Scrap Mechanic doesn't like that collision that goes on. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna load up probably the box trailer here. See, that's what happens when you get close. You get this tremendous lag. So imagine trying to just stick that peg down in the back of the truck and drag it. It just doesn't work in Scrap Mechanic, and I'm a little curious as to why it doesn't. I don't know, that would be amazing just to be able to, you know, hook onto any trailer you want to. But for the time being, we are going to be welding the trailers to the back of the truck. So I'll show you guys how to do that real quick. But yeah, let's check out the trailers real quick, and then we'll drive around on our, well, we don't really have much highway at the moment. We'll probably go on the flat area and drive around. So let's show you the trailers. Okay, so I've got 3 trailers. I'm going to put these up on the workshop each separately. I will not attach them to the truck. That way you can just swap them out however you see fit. They are made to the same specs, so they should fit the truck. You shouldn't really have any issues. Now, what we've got going on here. One thing we figured out to eliminate some lag, the trailers themselves do not have suspension parts on them. This helps a whole lot. It doesn't lag as bad, so it makes it a little bit more drivable. Now, I've got 2 flatbeds. This flatbed is loaded down with equipment. I've got it all opened up here. This is the, I want to say this is the bulldozer from one of my construction episodes. I really need to update the glass in it, but what I did here, I actually put a glass piece down and it's welded to it, so it's not a loose object. So you don't get that lag, you don't get it shifting over and falling off the trailer. So I've got that, and we've got some construction materials on the back here. You've got some beams, some air conditioners, so it looks like you're ready to haul this out to a construction site. I had a small construction site in yesterday's Viewer Creations episode, and I talked about having something to interact with it, and this is kind of what I meant. You can pull this up to your construction site, unload. Normally they'd have like little skids in here in the back. You would pull them out and you'd be able to roll down like this little ramp. So we've got that. Next we have the scrap box truck. Now this kind of reminds me of one of those Swift, I think it's Swift Transportation. You'll see them go down the road. It's got that blue lettering, it says Swift. It's got like a squiggle through it. That's what this is kind of supposed to be like. It's pretty much a standard box trailer. The little buttons here on the side, this does dip the arms down, even though it's pointless because you're going to be welding these to the truck instead of releasing them and letting them fall down into it. But this one's door's open, so let's go ahead and open those. And this one's loaded down. Now we're hauling some questionable cargo here. We've got a load of ducks here. So obviously you've got all the boxes here, but yeah, those really shouldn't be there. And you know what? I think we might have, we got another load of ducks back here. So yeah, maybe this is like some sort of this is some sketchy cargo here for Scrap Mechanic. So yeah, you've got the box trailer there. I think it came out really, really nice. You get some of the little warnings and all that, or you always have all these little signs on the back of these trucks like, how's my driving? You know, call this number if I've run you off the road or something. I'm always really afraid to call those numbers. I almost think, can they track you down? And I don't know. I really do fear that. Alright, so the last trailer here. Now this is actually really cool. Mr. Non-Newtonian did this. I have my crop duster from the farm episodes of the town. So sometimes you see these planes, or see these trailers going down the road with the planes on it. So he put the crop duster up here, but I love what he did. He added the 2 bearings on each side, and he made it where the wings fold in. So watch what happens when you put it on a lift here. I don't know why it doesn't want to sit down. There we go. So when you drop it, of course, it's extended out like it's ready to go here, but when you drop it, boom. Look at that. That is awesome. So yeah, we could be hauling this around, taking it to a new farm, taking it to go get maintenance or whatever you want to call it. whatever they would do with these planes, or maybe it's just a fresh one off the assembly line ready to go out to one of the farms. So yeah, you can haul all this around. I really like the way that came out. Now I'm thinking of doing a couple more trailers. Obviously we need something like a fuel tanker. That would probably be wise, but if you guys have any other suggestions for trailers, comment below and I'll see what I can do for you. But anyways, let's go ahead and hook up to a trailer and we're gonna drive the truck around. Alright, so when you're ready to weld your truck to your trailer, this is a pretty simple process. What you're gonna do, you wanna grab your truck here, put it on a lift, and just try to clear the trailer here. We're gonna stick it there, and oh, the arms didn't come out on the trailer. Hold on. There we go. So what you're gonna wanna do, you wanna have the bearing, and which I'll modify these and make sure these are pretty well ready to go. Like I said, they are matched fairly similar, but you might have to add or remove a bearing on the trailer depending on the load size, because the truck's going to react differently to them. The truck does have suspension in the back, so that is one way if you need to adjust a bit. Nope, I need the truck on the lift here. So yeah, if you need to adjust just a bit to be able to actually fit this on, you can do that either through suspension or by adding or removing a block here. So let's go ahead, go up. I have to go up pretty far here to clear that trailer. There we go. So we're gonna weld here, so we should be good to go. Let's see, hopefully those are matched up pretty good. I think they are. Now, like I said, all the trailers are gonna be pretty standard, so once you find that sweet spot on one, it's gonna be pretty much the same on the others. And that looks pretty good. Obviously, you can see the weight is compressed a bit in the back, and the front end's lifting up, so we can adjust that. So we've got our suspension here. Let's go ahead, let's knock these up to maybe a 10 on the backs. And that's what I love about the Scrap Mechanic adjustable suspension now. This makes it like normally, or at least in the old game, you would have had to probably add a suspension piece or maybe put like a little shim or something in there to keep it from compressing. But now you can just adjust the suspension. So this isn't perfect. It does still lag just a bit, but it isn't bad. So we're gonna start pulling forward here. Okay, there's my limitation. So say, depending on the load size, say you're not able to pull this trailer. Here's how you adjust this on the truck. So we're gonna grab the truck, let's put it on the lift real quick. The engines are hidden up into here, so we're gonna go here and here. Let's go and just kick this bad boy up. Let's see, some of these are going to the front. You want the fronts a little higher than the backs. That way you get that pulling from the front. So that should be the correct adjustment. The arm's gonna come back out. Let's go ahead and close that. I don't know what's going on with that trailer over there. It looks like it's collapsing. Actually, it looks like it's glitching. Oh, it did glitch into the ground. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this trailer. That's just that was basically a prototype of the box trailer you're seeing here. So let's hop up in here and drive this around for a bit. All right, so we're gonna close that. There we go. And now it finally turns. Like, I could not accomplish this last episode, and it was kind of embarrassing. I was like, what can I do to make this truck turn? So now obviously it works really good with the trailers. You will have to make slight adjustments. You will get a little bit of lag, but this is definitely the best solution to do this. The only other solution is to try to slot or have some sort of slotting system, but yeah, it's not pretty. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for our truck. So if you have any suggestions for any more trucks or trailers, comment below. Like I said, I will be adding a couple more facilities to the whole truck stop here, so hopefully you'll join us for that. I'm pretty sure I'll have another episode of this out probably towards the beginning of next week. So yeah, we'll be playing some more Scrap Mechanic. I just wanted to do this episode real quick for you guys today. That way I can announce that the workshop's good to go, and we've got some more cool trucking items on the workshop so you can download those. But anyways guys, if you'd like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. We will be returning back to our normal programming next week, hopefully get some more brick rigs. I'm going to try to do my summer car as long as I don't get to where I want to pull my hair out with the game like I did this week. So hopefully that goes well, wish me luck. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and we will see you guys next time on Scrap Mechanic. Thank you!